Vaccines do not and cannot cause autism. In light of the recent outbreak of measles in my home state, Minnesota, I thought I would take this opportunity to share with you a little bit of information that you may or may not have heard about vaccines in relation to autism. Now, there is a lot of misinformation out there about vaccines and autism, so I just wanted to make this video and clear things up a little bit for you. Contrary to what many mommy bloggers might tell you, there is absolutely no solid scientific evidence to support the claim that vaccinations cause autism. In fact, quite the opposite is true. There is a lot of information out there that proves that there is no link between vaccinations and autism spectrum disorders. There's one study in particular that I want to talk about, and I'm going to read a little bit about what they wrote. The measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is not linked to development of autism spectrum disorders, even among children considered to be at risk. Among nearly 100,000 children, receipt of the MMR vaccine did not increase the risk for autism spectrum disorder, regardless of whether kids were at higher risk because of an older sibling already having the condition. I'm going to put that article in the description of this video alongside another article that is much more lengthy and in-depth that was published by the American Academy of Pediatrics. This video is not really intended to create any kind of debate or argument about vaccines because, quite frankly, the evidence is very clear and there shouldn't really be any argument about it. However, I know that one of the things that people talk about is how there are people coming from third world countries and getting these vaccines and having adverse reactions to it. While there may be people who are genetically predisposed to have an adverse reaction to vaccinations, these cases are very few and far between and simply don't support a claim that overall vaccines are not safe. And the same thing is true for articles and blog posts where you see moms claiming that their kid was vaccinated and now they have autism. I'm not saying that these people are lying or wrong. What I'm saying is that the vast majority of information out there simply does not show that this is a common thing. Now, some of you might be asking, why is this such a big deal? Why do we need to even talk about vaccinations? It's not even really something that is that dangerous for people here in America. Well, like I said at the beginning of this video, there has been a recent outbreak of measles in Minnesota. There have been, as far as I know, over 25 people with measles now. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, there are a lot of people who can't be vaccinated. For example, the family that I live with, they have a newborn baby. He can't get vaccinated, and if he's exposed to measles, it could literally kill him. And there are other people who are vulnerable, like elderly people, kids who are tube-fed, or people who have compromised immune systems because of diseases or illnesses. And for a lot of these people, if they were to get measles, it could very well end up killing them. So you might have the right to not vaccinate yourself or your children, but you have to understand that by making that choice, you are putting other people at risk. I never had the MMR vaccination until about a week and a half ago, but I knew that given the fact that I live in a house where there is a newborn child, if I was to get exposed to measles and pass it on to him, maybe they wouldn't kill me, but it could very well kill him. And if I have to take a couple hours out of my day to go to the doctor and talk to them and get the vaccination and deal with any kind of side effects so that he is safe and anyone else that I encounter who might be vulnerable is also safe, then that's worth it. So I guess the long and short of all of this is vaccines do not cause autism. There is plenty of information that proves that. And if you and or your children haven't been vaccinated, then I highly recommend that you go and talk to your doctor or your general medical practitioner, whoever that might be, and see what vaccinations would be right for you. Because there is no reason that in this day and age, people should die from preventable diseases just because there's a bunch of false information going around on the internet.